Okay, so let me share my screen. So masters will be talking about consciousness, level of consciousness today. And you will see that how, sometimes we have this question, what is consciousness? How can we check? What can we do about it? So you will get answers of some of those questions. So when we are talking about level of consciousness, this level matrix, if you may call it, I've taken from Dr. David's book. So this is his research-based, you can say, matrix. And Dr. David, he spent a long time. So you may have different aspect, different perception about consciousness, which is fine. This is from energy perspective. And I strongly believe that we are nothing but bundle of energy. Now science has proven that, our smallest unit, which is a cell, or if we look into any metal like atom, 99.99% is emptiness, which is nothing but energy. If you look in the universe, doesn't matter how big the planets are, the gap, the distance between two planets is so huge that when you see the whole universe, still 99% plus is emptiness, and emptiness doesn't mean vacuum, it's all energy. So that is how we are all connected together. So based on Dr. Davis' research, these levels are just, at least it helps you in understanding, but the main thing is the process. And based on my own experience and research, that's what I'm sharing, the process side, but the theory, we will take it in terms of the numbering, the matrix we'll take from the Dr. David. Because this is based on roughly 250,000 people, right? 250,000 people. So that's a huge number if it is based on such a big database, where you will see that how each level is described. And again, take it as a guideline. You will have some understanding that when we think of improving our consciousness, what does it mean? It will help you from that point of view. And then you can, make your own assessment, judgment about your path, not judgment about people or so, but your path that, okay, what do you want? How do you want to move forward? So before we get into that, let's recap quickly about chakras. Chakras, not the all 108, including mini chakras, just the main 7 chakras that we have. Now, as per Indian text, you will see 7, but if you go to Egyptian, they will have 8. There is also Ka, which is about, you can say, roughly 16 inches above your head. Doesn't matter which way we look at it, the explanation or concept or understanding is same, that these are main energy centers. What does it do? It is influencing or governing your entire body. That means different organ, different parts are linked to one or the other chakras, energy centers. And the entire body is basically, this is your local government, which is managing that some particular part of your body. But the entire body is covered between one or the other chakras. Now, how universe influence us or how we are connected to the universe is through chakras. That means these energies are intersecting. This is how we as a human, doesn't matter where you are, who you are, when we say oneness, this is what brings two people, in terms of energy interaction. Sometimes we say, oh, I have a good vibe. I like this person. What is it? It is just your energy, which is interacting. So when we look at these chakras, every chakra or energy center has some energy. Not now, but thousands of years ago, our masters have described chakra and associated color. And as we know today, the science, that every color has a particular frequency, wavelength, and hence the energy. So you see, the base, the root chakra, Muladhara, has the lowest energy. But as we go up, the crown chakra, Sahasrara, your as we go on the top, the seventh chakra, the energy is highest. So it's not by coincidence that these colors are associated with each chakra in a very specific way. It's not random. If you see the rainbow, the sequence of color is same. Sometimes we used to learn the sequence in a rainbow, and we used to call it Vibgyor, right? Vibgyor. And you see, this is the first letter of the word of the color associated with chakra, which was described thousands of years ago. So you see, it is not randomly assigned. There is science, there is meaning behind it. And as we go up, energy goes up. And what is consciousness? Consciousness is nothing but energy, your energy. And when we say improve consciousness, means you are saying, I'm improving my energy. As we improve our internal energy, the body functions better and better. And that is when you have higher consciousness, you are working at a much higher optimum level. The clarity, the peace, calmness, oneness, all those human quality improves as our consciousness improves. So let's understand these levels. So it will help us in guiding us in our spiritual journey, in our journey of improvement of energy or consciousness. So if the person is dead, then there is no level, that's zero. But just above zero comes the level of 20, which is associated with emotion of shame, which is like a slow death. This is the lowest one. When you are under any shame, you have some kind of guilt, shame, and all kind of trauma. There are different things may happen. So here we're talking about the shame. You will have the lowest energy. People live under such emotions the whole life without either getting help or realizing or being aware of. So sometimes, kids, they may get bullied at a very early age, right? Or sometimes, unfortunately, we say something without meaning, but the kid who's so young cannot understand whether it is true or just people are saying. Sometimes we just make statements, but it can really hurt someone. So the person starts feeling that I'm good for nothing. And you are under, this whole burden of shame, and you are at the lowest level. If we go a level up, comes the level of guilt. So you are always looking, person in this energy will be looking for revenge, punishing others, because you have guilt. And that is why this kind of behavior is coming out of it. A group of people under this level could be, those terrorists or criminals. They are under this level of guilt, and that's why they are behaving the way they are behaving. If we go above that, come apathy, where there's no hope. They may not harm others, but they do nothing, like homeless, thieves and all. They cannot lift themselves. They need help. So you see here, now you are better than the shame or the guilt, but still not at a point where you can help yourself. That means if you keep working on yourself, you will improve your level one by one. Whether you get help from a master, some people around you who have more wisdom, they share and they show you the path. And that is how you go one by one level higher. If you continue working, you can get to the level 75, which is grief. Now, grief is one thing which is so natural, so common. We know that in this human life, we all go through this phenomena because of age, because of whatever reason. Sometimes you lose your family member, friends, or colleagues, and you have to overcome, means complete the process of grief. Sometimes we get stuck. It is very difficult. to accept and move on. So then what happens? You get in this zone where you may have, you will see people with depression or gamblers and those kind of things. Sometimes you lose a job and you can get, so there could be many things. Because of this, you may lose, job because you cannot function properly. You are stuck in this emotion. You are not at your optimum level. Though you are capable, but you may not be able to perform because you are stuck with grief. The thing is, you may have heard people say, oh, boys should not cry and girls should not be heard. So in society, people expect girls should be quieter, not talking loud and those kind of thing. Like in olden time, it was very common. People used to say, and boys should not cry. So being a male member, you think, oh no, I cannot cry, otherwise I look weak. And so they will not cry. They will not, get rid of the grief emotion. So what happens? You keep it inside. If you tell, a child that, okay, girls should not be talking loud and all, they are not expressing, what happens? You are keeping your emotions inside. Such a wrong thing. This notion, we don't know where it came from the society, why society have those rules, but still you see such things. And once these emotions are stuck inside you, it becomes toxic. Depending on the emotion, it will go to a particular organ and you develop health issues in that organ. So it is very important to overcome these levels and keep moving higher. If you have fear, you will live always under some kind of danger, some kind of, of fear, which is all like everything will look like a problem. And you feel, no, I cannot do anything. There is no positivity in my life. So again, you need some help from external, some friend, colleagues, whatever, to come out of this. So 100 means you are better than 20, 50 and those levels. You have the energy, but certainly it's very much reduced. Now, if you continue working on yourself, you can get to the level desired. So now you are better than the previous level, whether fear or, grief and other things we talked about. But here you have desire. You want to, get something. You want always looking for more and more. You may still have some fear, some addiction. Addiction, why? Because of desire, wants. You're not happy from inside because whatever you get, you want more. You're never satisfied. Now, important thing here is having desire is nothing wrong, right? You want a better job, better house, better car, nothing wrong in it. But because of desire, you're never satisfied. If everything is just creating more and more desire, then it is restricting you. You're never happy. The next level is anger. 150. So you overcome your extreme desire, because desire in itself is not a major issue, but when you have extreme, in fact, all the wars are because of greed or desire. I want more, and people, like, you can open any history book, there will be a reason of some kind of greed or desire, which creates different issues in society between countries and whatnot. So anger, yes, very volatile, and person can be destructive, and your brain is not supporting you because of anger. When we say that, during those impulsive moment, those when you are in deep anger kind of scenario, you cannot judge. You won't be rational. What is right, what is wrong, you cannot differentiate. So though it is 150 higher, but it has a lot of downsides. Now we come to 175, pride. Now again, pride, just like desire, is not wrong, but when it is in the extreme or higher end, what happens? You start looking down at people. That is not good. So you are free from fear and all, but you are looking down, which is not good. So everything is based on external situation, external environment. The moment external environment changes, your level may change because you are yet not capable of maintaining the level on your own. Everything is depending on the environment. You go level up 200, which is courage. Now here you can accept your own fault. So this is now you see is a very good level start here, because now you can see your own fault, your shortcomings, different issues that you should be working or you are working on. You have some kind of self-control or patience. So here you are, it's not volatile situation. So courage, this level, at least now you are progressing faster. You come to 250, neutral zone, because before you see only success or failures, but now you understand that every result may be for something good, big change. Now you know whatever happens, happens for good. It is something good for me. I may not know right now. But even if something bad or failure, it is teaching me something or doing something good. So you have calmness inside. You see positivity in failure also. And you start developing this non-judgmental capability. You start understanding the energy field. So this becomes really a very good base if you come to this level. You are calm, you understand the energy concept. And now when you progress to the next level of 300, where willingness means now you are full of positivity. You don't get upset with failures. You know it is for your good. And this is the category of, the level where you will find entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs have to be ready to accept challenge and move on. So you have to be full of positivity. You cannot just get upset with 1 or 2 or 3 failures. You have to move on. And if you continue moving up, it comes to acceptance. You know everything is because of thoughts. Great level. You know if my thoughts can make me sick, then your thoughts can heal you also. If you can lose things because of your thoughts, negativity, then because of positivity, because your thought, you can gain, you can manifest also. So now this is a level where you are able to help others, not just receiving help, you are able to help others. You continue working on you and move up, reason, 400 level. This is where you understand, because everything is emotion controlling you, good, bad, and whatever. Now you know the intelligence and the reason power is more than emotions. So you are overcoming your emotions, which is great place. A lot of Nobel Prize winner, professionals, those kind of level people you may find here. They can take quick decision. They can, really use their the intelligence or reasoning power rather than emotion. If you go 1 level up, now comes the love, true love. And this is where, what we call the devotion, the bhakti and seva, that thing comes. And this does not change even if the external environment changes. The person understands that love and happiness is coming from your thoughts, means coming from within. So you are not looking from external source, you look from inside. And this is a big difference with this level. Now you know very well. True self or true love and external not impacting you brings you where you really help others. You always, your smile or the positivity is reflected. And with this love, you go 1 notch up. Now you have unconditional love. So you are always, reflecting joy. Certainly, it will take time for a person to come here, but, natural healers are in this zone. Natural healers will, certainly impact or help the societies. Individual will is merging with universal will. You don't want things for yourself only, because it's unconditional love. It's not just I want me. Now you are working more for the society as such. You don't have to work hard for manifestation. Manifestation just happens because you are living for others. And this unconditional love truly brings those human qualities more and more. Complete peace, which is the next level 600. And this is where you are kind of ending the I, me, and you, and that kind of thing. Everything is pure consciousness. You have understood the concept of energy, oneness, connectivity between two human beings or society as such, or the universe. Now you don't want focus every time, praise me or I did this. No, you stay behind the scene. And you're helping, you're managing things. If you can go still more up, now here we are talking enlightenment. This is where nirvana kind of zone comes in, 700 to 1000. Of course, these are avatar purush, or like Buddhas, those kind of thing which you will see in every age, every yug, time to time, such great people coming, taking birth, and their impact will remain for thousands of years. So we are not talking for just any guru and all. We are really talking of those major personalities who come and who give the message, who help the society. So again, as a matter of understanding, you will see the person, if you have your consciousness at 300 level, you can really counterbalance 90,000 people roughly, and these are like estimated number from the author, that which are below 200 level. The moment you go from 300 to 500, now you can counterbalance about 700,000. And if you go from 5 to 7, now you can counterbalance, you are talking in millions. If you have 7 million people or more, you imagine that one person can kind of, counterbalance means in terms of energy. So this is what, as a reference, that what does it mean is not go by the stick to the number. What it means is you can see that even if, you have a couple of people in the society, it can really benefit the whole society. It's not like everyone has to come to the 500, 700 level. So just in general, a guidance for you to understand that, okay, you can see if you do your own assessment, analysis, and you say, okay, I'm stuck with this emotion. And you can see how low the number is or how high the number is. And it just guides you to move forward. If you're stuck with guilt or grief, you know that you have to work on this first. And if you have like anger or fear and guilt, so work on the guilt first, then go on, say, fear or anger kind of thing, because guilt is right on the bottom. So this way you keep moving up, you will see your calmness, your your aura, means the people will tell you, hey, something is different. I feel something changed. What happened? They will ask you that. So the question is, are you ready? That means wherever you are in your journey, if you have already started working on. So just ask a couple of things which will tell you you have really understood this topic. Are you really working on it? Because when universe is giving you some indication, are you able to accept it? Do you really know that, okay, these are the indications? And if you understand, do you use the knowledge to make a difference in your life? Means, do you change either your thoughts, your behavior, your feelings, that way, emotions? Or you know everything but no action? Are you able to practice detachment? Do you still have expectations from everyone? Do you still judge people? If the answer is no, great. No expectation, no judgment. I take the people as is. I accept them in my life as is. That's the level we are looking for. If you are in this path, you are improving, you know affirmation, visualization, and the simple techniques, then truly you can become anyone, you can get anything in life. So even if, you start, you try, and you say, yes, I had my affirmation, it came true. I wanted to become this, and I am this today. That means you have understood the process, you have achieved, and that's great. check mark. That means you are on the right path. So masters, if we just summarize it, we are not saying this level is better than the other. Yes, the number may indicate, but it's like, there are two kids, one is in kindergarten, one is in grade 12. Now, grade 12 cannot say to kindergarten that, you are stupid, I'm great. No. The kindergarten child is just starting the journey. In due course of time, yes, as you keep progressing, you will reach grade 12. But that does not mean the person who's in grade 12 today can look down at this child who's in kindergarten. No, it's just your journey is taking you from level to level. So we don't say, okay, this number is good, that number is bad. No. But yes, as you keep moving up, you come to 600 level. That is extremely great, which is a complete peace, pure consciousness level. And you will see a complete change in you. But with every level, you will see a change. So don't think only I will feel change when I'm up there. Because you are trying to understand yourself. You are trying to help yourself. It is not for someone else. It's not for society. I'm at this level or that level. Yes, the higher you go, you will help others. But primarily, it is your soul's journey towards nirvana. So it's very important that you do this with the feeling of surrender. Before you go to the next level, you have to surrender to the process. Drop your ego. You cannot say, I know everything, and then you say, okay, let me see what I have to learn. You have to say, no, I'm ready to learn. I may be at this level, but I don't know the next level, and I want to know. Otherwise, nothing will go in. And one very easy way to know it, analyze how do you behave when you are under pressure. When everything is normal is one thing. When you are under pressure, something goes wrong, something is not as per your wish, how do you behave then? Try to find out. And that will inform you, tell you that where you are. So masters, this to just help you in guiding you that how to move forward in your spiritual path. And if you have anything, please feel free to ask your